Welcome back to Solo Marvel Champion. Yesterday's video was Phoenix versus Expert Rhino, and today I thought it would be fun to do Phoenix versus Expert Ultron. Now, I have won this game, but I've also lost it, so we're just going to see what happens today. Let's give me a shuffle and deal one face down as a drone. Now, this is different than Rhino in a number of ways. Number one, I don't have this scheme out here that I need to get rid of. So I'd rather have Psylocke than Professor X. But I also need Forge to knock out this drone. So here's a case where I want Forge, I want a double to pay for Forge, and I want Meditation, because Meditation is going to make it a lot cheaper to play Psylocke. So if I can get all three of those, that'll be a great opening hand. We'll see if I can get rid of this drone and Confuse on this first turn. Well, I got nothing there I wanted, except for that double. So I'm going to chuck the rest. Cerebro's fine. Cerebro, at the very least, is going to go find me Psylocke. But I really want Forge as well. Didn't get him. So we're going to do one for Cerebro. And Cerebro is going to go find Psylocke. We're going to use all four of those to play Psylocke. She has two counters. I'm going to attack for one, but I'm going to interrupt that attack. Remove a counter, deal a damage, and confuse. And then my attack of one goes through, and I take a consequential. That's not the start I wanted, but it's okay. Now, of course, I'll find Forge or a Meditation. Okay. One goes on. Ultron cannot scheme. This one schemes. And I get one encounter card. Here I'm going to go find a side scheme. Chewing through the deck. Each player discards the top three of their deck. There's Forge. Okay, this has three. Now, I do want X-Mansion down. And I'm going to have to float up, and I don't want to do that. But, well, I don't want to exhaust here either. What can I do with three? With three, I can go find and play Professor X. Now I don't have to float up. And do I... And actually, I might still float up. But for a different reason. Let's exhaust, Meditation, Professor X. Professor X confuses. Then removes that three. Then she will remove this two. I still have that drone. That's going to cause some scariness. But I'm going to flip up, pay 1, 2 for Utopia. I think that's it. Okay, X-Men Instruction's going to be great. I'll be able to get Cyclops out. One goes on. He's attacking for 2, but he has an interrupt. That puts one more in, and he gets +1 attack for every drone. So now he's attacking for 4, and Professor will block. That's 4 plus nothing. Professor is gone. Each of these is going to attack me for 1, and I'm just going to take it. I get 1 encounter card. After he takes damage, give him a tough. So that is going to change things a little bit as well. I'm going to do 2 for Danger Room. And, man, this is tough because I'd rather play Cyclops when I'm down in Alter Ego because he would get a free attack training. She should be ready. I'd also like to be able to heal her. So I can't do everything. Let's clear this. Let's do 1, 2, 3 for Cyclops. It's going to ready an X-Men. I'm going to take 1 of these drones out. And Cyclops will take the other drone out. Also, 2 go on here when Cyclops came in. Let's just flip down. I'm going to use X-Men Instruction to shuffle 2 X-Men into my deck. Where's the Professor? And we'll do Wolverine, unless, did I see... I mean, Forge might be more important than Wolverine. Sunfire is actually the one I need right now. Shuffle those in, and because I have X-Mansion, I'm going to get to draw a card. So I would love for that card to be a double. And it was not. If that card had been a double, I would go find Sunfire right now and then play him. But I wouldn't get the kicker, so it wouldn't matter. So let's just go ahead while I'm down here and heal her for 1. Gonna get rid of that. Let's ready and draw 6. Okay, there's Sunfire, so I don't have to go get him. X-Men Instruction is going to shuffle some more in. 1 goes on. He cannot scheme. And each drone attacks. If there were none made this way, put a face-down drone in. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to do Honorary Instruction, or X-Men Instruction, and shuffle Forge and Wolverine into my deck. And then because I have X-Mansion in play, I'm going to draw a card. Let's do 1, 2. Before I do that, let's take out this drone. Then I'm going to do 1, 2 for Sunfire. When he comes into play, I'm going to pay energy to discard this Vibranium Armor. That's also going to do a couple more things. It's going to ready Cyclops. Let's move some of this stuff around here. It's going to ready Cyclops. It's going to go find him an attack training. I'm going to pay 1 for an attack training on Cyclops. Now she can take, or actually, I'm going to put that on Psylocke instead of Cyclops. He's going to attack for 3. She's going to attack for 2. I'm going to interrupt that attack, confuse, and deal 1. Cyclops is still exhausted. And then my attack of 2 goes through. And she takes a consequential. Now, the consequential on Sunfire, I'm going to go ahead and heal with X-Mansion. Didn't need Cerebro that turn, but next turn I'll go find Professor again to get a confuse. Once you get this built out, it is pretty good. The only problem is when you stall out and can't confuse. X-Men Instruction, Honorary X-Men. Oh, now let me get a meditation to play for Wolverine. Pay for Wolverine. Oh, I got Forge back. That Honorary X-Men can be good, though. You know what? At the end of my turn, I'm also going to heal. There's no reason not to. So 1 goes on. He cannot scheme. 1 encounter card. Well, there's that thing again. It's a different thing, but it's still a thing. All right, I do have Utopia. So I could have 4 X-Men. Let's go ahead and get rid of Cyclops. He's going to clear that threat. When he leaves, 2 come back off of here. What else do I have in here? Got Cyclops. I don't have another X-Men in there, but that's fine. X-Men Instruction is still going to get me a card draw. But I really want to get Wolverine in. But I also need Professor X. 1, 2, 3. Well, that is going to get me a card. So let's play X-Men Instruction. Cyclops will get shuffled in. And I get a double. Power of the Mind. Okay. That's 1, 2, 3 for the Professor. Hold up. Before I do that, let's have Sunfire attack for 3. He's going to take 1 consequential, which I will immediately heal with X-Mansion. Then 1, 2, 3 for for Professor X. He confuses. He is an X-Men, so he readies an X-Men, who will then attack for 3 more. Professor doesn't have any threat to remove. What do we do here? Do I have mental? I don't have mental left, but let's just go ahead and have Psylocke attack. I really need to get rid of Psylocke too, so I can get her back in the deck. Now, what do I need? The only support I have that I could even grab with Forge is X-Jet. I don't necessarily need that right now. I might flip up because Professor's going to be able to block for me. Oh, it's not going to be enough. Well, I want to flip up to get Honorary X-Men on. That is also going to heal me 1, or give me an additional hit point. And now I could still play... Oh, okay, I'm stupid again. Before I do that, I'm always getting too far ahead of myself. Let's use Cerebro. I don't even know if Angel is still in here. We're going to get Angel. Now I'm going to flip up. Put my Honorary on. No, I'm not. Okay, please forgive my stupidity here. I'm going to use 2 to play Angel because Angel will get a free attack training. And then attack for 3. Okay. Now I'm going to flip up, put an honorary X-Men. Sorry for the cluster F that was that turn. We'll just go ahead and attack for 1 more because I can. We're gonna ready. Unfortunately, I am going to get an extra encounter card here. 1, 2, 3. Something I didn't do against Rhino. For 5. We'll just put that right there. Cyclops X-Jet. Meditation is going to go get me Wolverine in really cheap. And get an attack training. And that attack training means I need to get rid of one of these. So here's a case where I actually am going to let a character go. I'm going to block with a character to get that attack training back. So 1 goes on. He's attacking. Interrupt puts 1 on. Professor will block. So he's attacking for 3 and only 3. Good to see that advance go. Professor goes away. This drone is going to attack. And we will let it hit Psylocke. Then I get 2 encounter cards. Deal 1 damage to each friendly character. That helps me a lot, actually. 1, 2 is going to knock Psylocke out. 1 and 1. Psylocke is gone, and I'm going to be able to get that attack training back. Next encounter card, Ultron heals 2 for each minion, so he goes back up to 4. No big deal, because Wolverine is about to come in and smack you. Okay, need to get rid of this drone though, and it's still just a 1/1, so I'll just knock it out myself. Boo, X-Men instruction. Alright. Best way to do this, I actually need to knock Sunfire out at some point as well. I'm going to... I don't want to do it that way, though. I'm fine with that 1 threat there. Let's flip down. Oh. Yeah, that changes things. We're not going to flip down just yet. I'm going to do 1, 2... I've messed myself up. He's not going to get his danger room. Or his attack training. So here's what we're going to do. We're not going to have Phoenix do that. We're going to have Sunfire knock out that drone. So that now I can flip down, exhaust with meditation, and pay 1 for Wolverine, which readies an X-Men, gets an attack training. We will go ahead and Cerebro for Forge. Okay. Things change a little bit when we get to stage 3 because now Ultron doesn't put any drones out himself. They're only going to come out if I get to main 2 or through an encounter card. So I'm fine flipping him now with Wolverine. So let's attack for 4 with Wolverine. He takes 2 consequential. He knocks out Ultron. Ultron now has a whopping 4 attack. Drones get +1 attack, +1 hit point. When revealed, search for Ultron's Imperative, which may or may not have already come out. No, that was Invasive AI. Ultron's Imperative starts with 2. First player puts 2 cards down as drones. So 2 come down as drones. And they have +1/+1. Also, he cannot take damage while there are any drones in play. So I'm going to use X-Mansion to heal him 1. Sunfire is going to knock one of these out, and Angel is going to knock the other out. And well, I really need to play Cyclops instead of Forge, but 2 for Forge, and then he's going to take 1 off of here. Now he also is going to get my X-Jet and put it into my hand, which I think I'll keep there. I should have planned a little better to be able to clear that, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. He also has a whopping 27 hit points. 12, 18, running down a red dice, 24, 27. That is a lot of hit points. So let's draw. All right, 1 goes on. He cannot scheme. 2 encounter cards. Oof, under attack. I can only put additional threat on, so this has 5. And exhaust and surge. He schemes, so that has messed us up here. 2, 3, 4. That is going to pop. I put a drone down, and we advance. So that only has 2. That is not really a big deal to get rid of, but I also didn't want that to happen. Let's do... See, I do... Oh, he would have schemed for 1 more, and I would have put 1 more on each side scheme. Forgot that that was out there. All right. Let's go ahead and knock Forge out. He'll take 1 off of here. Let's Cerebro for no one. Okay. He is going to knock out this drone and be defeated. He is going to knock this scheme out. Beginning of my turn, he healed. Forgot about that. And I mean, do I go up just to do Psychic Assault? I'm not adding any more drones, so that might not be terrible. I'm also still restrained, but I'm not going to get a ready, so... Why did I exhaust? Am I supposed to be exhausted right now? I didn't heal. Did I just forget to ready? I'm not going to unready because I hate making mistakes like that. Let's do 3 for X-Jet. And yeah, he's not making any extra drones, so let's attack for 4. Take 2 consequential and heal 1 of those. Do I just flip up and do Psychic Assault? Get the damage on him and another stun? And I don't want to use this. Right now, I'm fine being restrained until I get that cleared. And once I get that cleared, I will go Unleashed. So I'm going to pay 2 for Psychic Assault, deal 3, and Confuse. It's getting sloppy here at the end. I am going to get rid of Mind Control. That is my favorite card in Phoenix, but I don't think I'm going to need it. Those could be my famous last words. There's an X-Men instruction and a meditation. That's going to be good. 1 goes on. He's attacking for 4 and not putting a drone out. Angel's going to block because he's leaving anyway. That's 4. Deal 1 damage to each character I control. That's tough because that happens and knocks him out, and he is no longer defending. So we'll go down to 3. So all of that 4 is going to hit me now. 1 encounter card. Discard an upgrade or support I control. Man, I don't really want to get rid of any of them. Actually, I could get rid of attack training, but I don't really want to do that either. And if I get rid of Honorary X-Men, she loses a hit point. Let's get rid of Utopia. I can get it back with Forge. Okay, so 3 there. I think I go ahead, go down. I need to be able to thwart 3 more. But Professor can ready Jean for healing. So that's fine. Let's heal him 1 at the beginning of the turn, and then heal 1 more with that, and he will go ahead and attack for 4. I might not even heal her right now. Let's do X-Men Instruction to put Sunfire and Professor back into the deck. And X-Mansion is in play, so I draw a card. I might do that again because I've got more. I've got Angel in there. I've got Forge, Cyclops. Yeah, let's go ahead and do another X-Men instruction. Get Angel and Forge back in the deck as well. I'm not going to shuffle these because I'm getting ready to go search for a card. Let's Cerebro to go find Professor. Put him into my hand. We will pay for Professor. Might want to keep that Psychic Blast because I'm getting ready to go Unleashed. Pay for Professor. He's not going to confuse. He's going to ready an X-Men. He's going to take this 3 off. And actually, yeah, I am going to hold on to that. I forgot. Because I'm an X-Men, X-Jet can now generate a resource for me. All right. I'm going to hold on to both of those. And get rid of that Caught Off Guard. Telekinetic Attack is going to do a lot of work here in a moment. Okay. 1 goes on, and then I have this choice. I'll put 2 on because I don't want additional drones. He's attacking, and Professor will block. That's 4, 5, 6, and the Professor is gone. He's not attacking. He is not scheming. Then 1 encounter card. He schemes. Then I will discard the top card for each threat placed this way. 2, 3. It goes up to 7 of 10, and I have to discard 3. Oh, there goes Sunfire. I was going to go get him. Beginning of my turn, Professor leaves, Wolverine heals. Did I not draw my hand? That's a problem. 1. I did draw my hand. It's right there. Okay, so is she in here? Psylocke is in there. He's going to heal there. Attack for 4. One more would have gone on because of that. That means 1 more card goes out. Can I do all of that? I believe I can. So let's Cerebro. Oh, no, she's in here. I don't have an X-Men instruction. I don't even think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The only one left in here is Forge. So I'm not going to get a stun. Trickery will stun and confuse and remove threat. So I need to do that. And then Telekinetic Blast will deal 9. So I've got to do that. Let's flip up. I'm not going to remove any of that threat just yet because I'm not sure if I want to attack for 3 or thwart for 3. Let's just see what happens here. We're going to start with a Telekinetic Trickery. It's going to remove 4. Oh, hold up. We're not going to do that. I'm going to remove 1, which flips this and makes me Unleashed. And do, that's 1, 2, 3 for a Telekinetic Attack. That's going to deal 9 with Overkill. So that's 8, 9. I'm going to attack for 3. And then we're going to do a Psychic Blast. 2 to deal 4 damage. So I did have some sloppy plays in there, and I may have made some mistakes. I hope I didn't. I hate making mistakes. But that is Phoenix versus Expert Ultron. Again, staying down in Alter Ego way more than coming up to Hero side. Let me know what you thought. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a marvelous day.